डिजास्टर। अब ये टेक्नोलॉजी अच्छी गाड़ियों में, अच्छी कार्स में भी आने लगी है, ट्रक्स में तो आ गई है। This is what the biomedical engineering is. I have to be very brief because very hard task master in the form of coordinator is there. So he is sending the slip so that I am going to finish this in 10 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes are there. But just going to. We are having 2 programs, masters and PhD. Of course, after BTech you are going to take it there. The students intake is 6. Vision mission तो जाहिर है विजन आप जानते ही हैं कि the difference between the two is कि हम in the long run what we want और जिस चीज को अचीव करना चाहते हैं what are the steps for that is what the mission is. Program outcomes वगैरह ये तो again we are going to skip. This course structure if you talk about we are imparting the students fundamentals of anatomy. When you are in biomedical engineering you are going to study many aspects related to your anatomy. That's why full course of anatomy is there, physiology is there, biosignals, medical devices, brain and neurosciences you are going to study. AI, आज का ज़माना तो AI है. Nowadays, our Professor Rashid Ali is the king of the day. Everybody is talking of AI. So, इनसे डर के और कुछ इनकी फील्ड को आगे बढ़ाते हुए हम लोग ये चाह रहे हैं कि when you will be coming in the second year, you will be given a minor degree in AI. Those who are going to take, of course, certain percentage is going to be there. So we hope that college is going to give you this facility as well, so that you are going to be fully equipped with the latest technology of the day. Faculty members associated, myself, Mr. Umar Farooq, Mr. Sangeeta Singhal is from Medical College, Yusuf Saab, Abdul Saab, and many more. Some presentations just to give you the headlines of this, that is the topic. Fetal health risk protection using cardiography data, rapid detection of beta-lactamines from the blood of patients, ESG-based risk prosthetics, analysis of fetal heart variability using ECCT. जैसा भी है, जैसे अक्सर लोगों का आपने देखा होगा एक्सीडेंट हो गया and the limb is not there. We have successfully utilized the sensation here and just developed a prosthetic hand so that he is able to walk. Again, the part of this biomedical. Modeling Parkinson's disease, we are saying just now. Then we come to PhD, that is sleep quality assessment, automated depression detection using functional dynamics, and the one who is Induction model, very recently he is taken education. Facilities, many facilities, ECG, EMG, etc. are there. ये आप लैब है हमारी, just you can see the photograph of that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the interesting talk. I would now like to invite the coordinator, Center for Integrated Being and Renewable Energy, Professor Zhcet to give a talk. Give a round of applause, please.
Faculty members and dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Professor Zhcet, Coordinator, Center for Integrated Green and Renewable Energy. This Center for Integrated Green and Renewable Energy, it is running a course at the MTech level. Okay, so we are having one course which is running at the MTech level. The center was established in year 2022 under the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, and it is managed by Board of Management led by the Vice Chancellor. So we are addressing all the goals related to the renewable energy, environment, green energy, and the center is also the nodal office for the mission life. So mission life is the Government of India goal from the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and it is also taking the actions to improve the lifestyle of the human being, and then they are addressing different goals of that. Also, the center is addressing the goals of sustainable development goals of the United Nations. The second goal, that is the clean energy. So this is the vision of the center that is similar to the other departments and the centers which we have done. So based upon the vision, we have different mission of the department that are written so here. The program is only we are having MTech Green Energy and Sustainable Development. The best thing about this program is that we are inducting the students based upon their GATE performance, and the students of various branches, that is mechanical, electrical, chemical, and all the branches that are available in our department or anywhere else, they are eligible to apply for the masters in this center for integrated green and renewable energy. And the admission for this is based on two criteria, that is the GATE. Once the GATE students and the seats from the GATE students are filled, we have our own examination. Okay, so we have the entrance examination, and the rest of the students, they are selected based on the entrance examination. For this course, we are having a collaboration with National Institute of Solar Energy. I'll come to that. So these are the program educational objectives, that is to produce engineers with ethical attitudes to meet the intricate technology challenges, and all these three, they are here. There is a program educational objectives that has to be followed. These are program outcomes that what we expect from the students after passing out this program. So these are the program outcomes. The major thrust areas are solar energy systems and photovoltaics, wind energy and hydrogen systems, energy storage and battery technologies, smart grids and power electronics, hydrogen energy and fuel cells, electric vehicles and charging infrastructure. So the curriculum of this MTech Green Energy and Sustainable Development is designed by taking the inputs from various sources, that is from the faculty members of different departments and also from the industry. And the curriculum is flexible, that is following the national education policy for multiple input, multiple exit. So for that, we have an option that after first year of this MTech program, if a student wants to exit the program, they can exit after 1 year by taking the PG diploma. So this is about the curriculum flexibility, that you can take the PG diploma after 1 year and you can go. There are various programs which are run for solar energy, for sustainable development, and based upon the sustainability, there are various programs. So I'll show you the course structure of this later on. And also we have introduced the blended learning. For blended learning, that means we are running certain courses which are based on SWAM and NPTEL platforms. So the students have the option, they can opt the program from the NPTEL according to their choice as the audit courses and program elective and open elective courses. So the curriculum of this course is revised almost 2 to 3 years. So this is the latest curriculum where we have the different programs. and mostly all the programs are based on the energy. So these are all the programs. So these are the pedagogical approaches that is students spend one semester. So we have a collaboration with National Institute of Solar Energy, and the students, they are just spending 1 year, that is from after first year, they go to the National Institute of Solar Energy, Gurgaon, and they spend their one semester there, they access their labs, and they have the insight of practical learning there. So this was the MOU which was signed by MOU. MOU was signed in last year 2025. Now assessment is same as in other courses, as the BTech courses also. We have the continuous assessment, and then we have the end semester examination, and we have the demands redressal committee. The center is having the faculty members from all the mostly electrical engineering department, mechanical engineering department, and the center itself also. So we have the collaboration from all the departments to have the specific faculty and specialized faculty to teach the different courses. There are different programs which were organized by the center in last 2 years. So these are some of the programs which are organized. Also, we are running a club, that is an Ecotech club, that is formed for BTech as well as MTech students, and we are running the club from the center itself. So I am coordinating that club, and all the students who are interested, they can join the club. We start the induction program for that. So these are some of the hackathons and idea workshops that were conducted in last year by the center. This was again the Green Innovation and Campus Awareness Rally. So since the center's program is, or the name is based on the green, so we are basically working on the projects that are based on reducing the carbon footprints. So we have at the center we have the green energy lab, and these are some of the pictures of that lab. We have the programs that are based on the MATLAB, and about the placement, students are well placed, and some of the students they have moved to PhD, and some of the students they have got the option in the industry. We have applied for a grant for MNRE, or most probably we are getting some grants from the MNRE for the center, and we have the international collaboration also, so from the Turkey. The students have their own startups. So one of the students, they have started their own company, or he is the before last year pass out, that is 2025 pass out. And these are some of the green energy initiatives that I have already shown. These are some of the extension activities conducted by the plantation drive and everything that is conducted by the center. These are some of the programs that we have already conducted from the center. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the interesting talk. I would now like to invite Professor Afsar, the Coordinator Center for Interdisciplinary Technology Center, to address these students.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all of you. I am Professor Zhcet, Director of Interdisciplinary Nanotechnology
Material Center in Delhi. Establishment of INC. Aligarh Muslim University decided in 2016 to establish a state-of-the-art nanotechnology center in Aligarh Muslim University. We have established the center and now we are working MTech in nanotechnology, advanced PG diploma in nanotechnology, and PhD in nanotechnology courses. We have five faculty members. I am a microbiologist, but for the last 25 years, I am working on neuroscience and nanotechnology, and we have pioneered the biomedical research and field. After Dr. Azim, he is Professor Dr. Azim, he is a biotechnologist. Dr. Swadia Azim, she is physicist. Dr. Tasi, she is a chemist, and Dr. Abdullah, who is a electronic engineer. So that for the last 25 years, I have been working on nanoscience and nanotechnology. And if you are going to work on nanoscience and nanotechnology, you have to get nanomaterials. So nanomaterials can be obtained by extract and by biological method. Whatever we will be focusing on biological synthesis of nanomaterials, why the nanomaterials which we are making from fungus and plant extracts, their water dispersible, their shelf life is very high, they are not toxic, and they are safe, and we can produce in abundance, which is not possible by any chemical. We have all the facilities of the characterization of nanomaterials at our center, and these facilities are open for us. We have SRT, we have DNA, TGA, DTA, LCR, precision microscope, then UV photometer, all the characteristics we have. And we have TM also. The TM is located at UCIP. You know what is nanoscience and nanotechnology? If the size of any material is 1 to 100 nanometers, its properties are different from the bulk, then you can talk that material is nano. Greek word nano means block. You can work here, the chemists, physicists, doctors, botanists, zoologists, you can work together on nanoscience and nanotechnology. Nanoscience causes changes in color, conductivity, melting quantity, light absorption, crystal shape, chemical reactivity, magnitude. No? Here you can see the gold nanoparticles, silver nanoparticles of different sizes are from different colors. Gold nanoparticles, gold is yellow in color, but the gold nanoparticles of different sizes are from different colors, like 10 nanometers, 20 nanometers, 30 nanometers, and so on. So all the things depends upon the size. Similarly, serious nanoparticles of different sizes are from different colors. Now we come to biological synthesis nanomaterial. You know that we have screened the fungus. I have 3 types of fungus in our lab. One does oxidation, reduction, methylation, and reduction. So if you are going to use gold nanoparticle, I think the fungus with the reduction. So left hand side you can see the fungus is growing in water, it is verticidial fungus, and right hand side the fungus is growing in cold solution. Initially it was yellow in color, but now the color of biomass injected plastic changed from white to purple color, which clearly indicates the formation of gold nanoparticles. And if you will filter the solution, the filtrate is colorless, but the biomass is colored. So what it did, we calcined the biomass and we got the fragments of gold nanoparticles. Then we are very difficult to make. Almost all of us are very simple. And now we can produce in abundance, which is not possible with any chemical method. And these nanoparticles are very, very important in advanced material chemistry, biotechnology, and so on. And now extracellular is very, very important. Extra means you can do injectable and in so many drug therapy, targeted drug therapy. We work very hard. We do the fungus which does reduction, means first reduction then oxidation. So the fungus is growing in left side, white in color, that is growing in water, the right hand side the fungus is growing in cold solution. Initially it was yellow in color. Now the color of biomass injection plastic changed from white to ruby red color, which clearly indicates the formation of gold nanoparticle extracellularly. If you will filter this glass, the filtrate is colored, biomass is colored, with extracellular. This is very important for so many applications. directly to the entire that we need, advanced game and so on. And now the fungus takes so much time. 5% get to grow, then we can take nanoparticles. I thought, how we can produce the nanoparticle as fast as the chemical reactor? We screened the range of plant, and finally we got a lemongrass plant. I did my PhD on the lemongrass plant. We took the plant extract and added into the gold solution. The plant extract converted the gold solution into gold nanoparticle. And when we do the TM, this TM is very, very important because this lemongrass producing anisotropy nanoparticle. Very, very important for the hypercellular of the cancer. And now after that, a range of that we have a range of nanomaterials in our lab, and now we are screening our nanomaterials in the healthcare, agriculture, environment, energy conversion, energy storage, is related to water nutrition. These are the positive things. And now after that, we have a range of nanoparticles applicated in our lab outside the 5 next. Then we made a range of nanoparticles in our lab, a range of carbon in our lab. Why I made porous carbon with sea water, and this porous carbon converted sea water into drinking water because the size of the food is 1 or 2 nanometers. It will allow only water, not bacteria, not fungus. We made a range of just like finishing one minute, a range of carbon supported silver, gold, platinum, palladium. This is very, very important stuff, and this we are moving to for the first time. And we have several collaboration Dr. Zhcet from CSR here, NCR Pune, and Dr. Mahesh Kulkarni, and Dr. Ravi and Dr. Rajesh Bhusle, and Dr. Kundu, and Dr. Rajay Kumar are assessing anti-cancer, anti-bacterial, and now the time has come. We want to keep the flag of INC very high in the government of science. Already we published so many papers which are economic leaders and chat, so many papers we have published. We have brought citation about 50,000, and now several published. Now the time has come to translate our basic science into process, product, and technology. We have several processes. Keep with this I think in the talk. And you can visit our lab whenever you have time. We will all the facilities, how we are making nanoparticles in our lab. I invite all the students to come to videos.
Thank you everyone for listening to us patiently. Now moving on to the next session. It's on sports facilities of the university. Sports play a vital role in the holistic development of every student, promoting discipline, teamwork, and a healthy lifestyle. Now we invite Dr. Yasser Secretary of the University Games Committee, to address our students on the sports facilities available at the university. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. Respected principals are Professor Kamal sir, Al distinguished faculties, students, and parents. It is really a proud moment for me to introduce ABU Games Commission. As you know, that this university or any university you see, it's a holistic approach which is very important, right? So if you see around, it's just not academia which is important, it is also the overall development of any student who joins the university.
And in that case, you see that games also play a very vital role. It not only gives you a healthy body, but it also gives you a healthy mind. And if you have got a healthy mind, then can bring a lot of important things in your life which are practical in a sense that you will feel when you go out and face the world, when you have completed your degree, or you have achieved some accomplishments which you will be using in your, you can say, professional life. So nowadays, as you know, sports are also professional. So it's a combined opportunity for you in the universities like us, where you have a lot of big grounds available for different type of sports activities. So I'll start my presentation over here. Now, as you can see on this slide, it's talking about the legacy of this sports over here in this campus. I think some of the earlier speakers may have talked about the history of AMU. It's not AMU as such, but it started like a madrasa and then it became a MO college. The sports facilities are not just a very recent approach in the, you can say, when this university came to the inception. It's actually the time when it all started. That is, the MO college when it started with sports activities as well. So you can see that sports has been an integral part of this university right from the beginning, that is the MO college. Now, this is you can say the different type of clubs which are there. So the structure of the games committee is as such that we are having a chairperson who is the vice chancellor of this university, and there is a secretary games committee. And he holds the whole administration of the clubs which are there in this games committee. So there are various clubs. Around 10 clubs are there, which are also having certain sub clubs over there. So you can see the first club is Cricket Club, and Professor Yusuf Zaman Ansar, who is a secretary. He is from the Electrical Engineering Department, very own your faculty. Then we have Riding Club president, who is Dr. Sarfraz Alam, who is from the faculty also, but he is in the Boys Polytechnic. Then we have Hockey Club, where we are again having a faculty from our Civil Engineering Department, Professor Muhammad Masroor Alam Sahab. Then the Tennis Club, which I am looking after. Then we have Football Club, which is Dr. Asif Khan. And we have Gymkhana Club, where we are having Professor Ifat Asghar, and Gymnasium, which is seen by Dr. Iftikhar Ansari, hiking and mountaineering, which is again a unique club you can see. You don't find these types of clubs in other universities. Professor Muhammad Shamini, and we have Swimming Club also, which is being seen by Professor Fazlur Rahman, and Athletic Club by Dr. Merajuddin Farid. So these are some of the clubs which we are having. And you can say the Gymkhana Club is also having volleyball, badminton, basketball, table tennis, and you can see in the Gymnasium Club we have skating, then we have weightlifting, powerlifting, bodybuilding, and wrestling clubs. Now this is the dedicated staff for the games committee which look after the different type of activities which are happening in the games committee. Like there are certain coaches over here, and we have certain, you can say, management people over here who are working. So this is the list. You can see over there, they are all there to help you out, to go over there and join it, and they can train you also in different type of sports. Now, what is the vision or the future of this thing? See, there are four things which we see all around. One is excellence, wellness, character, nation building. So all these things are coming from the sports as well. So you can see that how we can get our health and promote ourselves. See, it's a sportsman spirit which is very important. We talk about sports, we see a lot of sports, we play a lot of sports, we see around everything happening in the sports. And we are very interested also when we are seeing, just now we have completed the FIFA World Cup, right? Most of you must have seen that, and you must have followed some team and the others. We have seen different type of problems in the game, some type of good things in the game, So you feel like you are motivated to see these performances. So just I've talked about the different types of clubs. So these are some of the clubs like cricket, football, tennis, gymkhana, and so and so. Now, a very important club we also have, that is the riding club, which is very old club. It is around 125 years old club which we are having, and we are having around 18 horses. We have dedicated stables and large riding grounds, and it's a very you can see when you see these students running on these horses, riding these horses. So it's good to see, and different type of activities like annual horse show have been done both for the boys as well as the girls. Now we have Gymkhana Club where we have different types of sports activities. These pictures are from the university only, so they are not from the internet or anything. We are having these types of events over here. We have inter-hall events also where different halls are coming together to play and show their sportsmanship and skills. And we have power and technique, which is related to wrestling and fitness. So we have all dedicated places for there. Then we have world-class grounds and a vibrant sports culture. We have got cricket pavilion with electronic scoreboards, movable side screens. We have synthetic grass hockey grounds with spectator stands, 400-meter grass track with throwing and jumping facilities, standard football and basketball grounds. We also have our cricket pavilion over here. You must have seen the Jama Masjid. It's just adjacent to it. So it gives a very beautiful view over there. You can see it as well also. Then we have got very, you can say, different type of facility over here, which is swimming facility. We have 3 swimming pools over there. This is also very important to understand. No university, as such, we know in India is having this much of facilities. We have 2 standard Olympic size swimming pools. One for the boys in the games committee and one in the girls' college for the girls. And we have one very old swimming pool, Western swimming pool, which is there in the games committee. It is a covered swimming pool. And it is the first swimming pool any university had at that time. So again, it's a legacy for you people to see. Now, there is a quota also for such students, not for engineering students, but for other courses. And we are giving relaxation in the marks when we are having sports quota. Then they are relaxed in the attendance if they are in the university teams. They are giving nutritional values like a diet is always provided to them when they are in the team and they are playing for the team. And we have certain type of coaches and we have certain type of camps for them so that these teams can come up and do better for the university and bring laurels to the university. And there are certain, you can say, scholarships as well for the eminent athletes. Now, these are some of the achievements, very latest achievements from 24 to 26. We have shooting where we have Zuhair Khan who had bronze in ISSF Junior World Championship. Then we have Sabira Haris, 4 medals, 67 National Championship 24-25. Cricket, we have North Zone University winners for 25 and Busy Trophy winners for 26. Just recently we had that. Now we are also in the hockey, we had North Zone University winners, interzonal runners-up, and in football we had qualified All India University Tournament 24-25. So, as you can see, these are some of the figures which tells about the ABU's Hall of Fame. So we have some noted international Olympians over here. Some of the names which we can recall over here right now is from hockey. We have Zahar Iqbal Saab, Aslam Shah Khan Saab, Anwar Khan Saab, Madan Lal. They have been the Olympians and the winners of the Olympians in 85-86. Then we have cricket international nationals. 6 internationals, 14 nationals, including Nala Rana, Mushtaq Ali, Jahangir Khan, 3 international players in tennis, including boss Muhammad Khan. He was the first person from India to reach Wimbledon quarterfinal. So this again a big achievement of the time. We have 4 prominent icons in football and athletics also, like Zhcet, Nasri, Majid, Bhaskar in football and Raveen Sir in athletics. These are some of the pictures of the Olympians, hockey Olympians. This is the boss Muhammad Khan Saab. If you see this color, this is known as the color which is the coat he is wearing. Now it is not available with the Games Committee. It was given to somebody who has done a bigger achievement, like 3 times winners or something like that, then they will use to this color. These are some of the pictures of the noted cricketers. These are the latest pictures of the students who are performing shooting. These are badmintons. Now, future, what we are looking for, we are going to establish a cricket and hockey academies in partnership with UBCA and SAI. 400 meters, 8 lanes, synthetic athletic track, and synthetic badminton courts. We have a badminton court also. 20 new riding stables and dedicated indoor jumping arena. New artificial climbing wall and establishment of shooting and golf clubs. Indoor table tennis hall and open gym conditioning track. So these are some of the things which are in the pipeline for the future infrastructure. So the last, I would like all of you to join some sports. Do not waste your time in something which is not very valuable, that is using a lot of mobiles. You know all the things, nothing to explain a lot. Utilize your time in your studies, and when you are free, go for your some sports, join their sports. It will give you a healthy life, healthy mind, and it will develop you as a good human being also. And this is to see that as I am from the engineering and I am president of tennis club, I can tell you a lot of tennis club captains are from this engineering college. I can name few of them. There is one Mr. Amir Alvi. He was captain of this tennis club. He was from engineering. He did his engineering BTech from chemical engineering. We have Faisal Ziauddin, who had done his engineering from mechanical. He was also captain. He was twice the captain of tennis club. So there is no way you can not excel in your studies as well as your games. You can do both simultaneously. So I would like to promote you all to come to the games committee, see the facilities. In whichever game you are interested, try to join it and try to utilize your time in a better way. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kasparov, for such an interesting talk, for sharing the legacy of the University Games Committee. I guess he is very detailed, he is very given a illustrious details of all the clubs that are present. I guess all of you should try whatever your area of interest is. So moving on forward, I guess I would now like to invite Dr. Yasir, the coordinator for the Center of Advanced Research in Electrified Transportation, to do his talk.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay. So, with a raise of hand, can I know how many master's student are here? Okay, just one. Okay, perfect. How many students from automobile engineering? One, two. How many from mechanical engineering? Okay. How many from electrical engineering? Okay, good. How many from computer and AI? Okay, we have a big number. And then, can I know how many we have from civil engineering? Perfect. The reason I asked is because the center which I'm representing here, we work in interdisciplinary fields. As you know, in engineering, now, whenever you would go to an industry, they would give you a project and they would give you a problem and they want its solution. They won't ask you or they don't expect from you an answer like, sorry, this is not my field. So what they generally do is that they make a group and they put people from different backgrounds in that group. Something similar we do in this center. This is Center of Advanced Research in Electrified Transportation. It was established in 2015, in the end of 2015, and formally we shifted in the building where we are housed at now in 2016. And that building is just, in front of us, we have Department of Mathematics. Do you know that? Have you seen that? Okay. Besides that, there is a road going. So you reach the end of that road and towards your right hand, you would find this center. We work in this interdisciplinary field of electrified transportation. Now you might have seen since last few years, what of electric vehicles on the road. Maybe some of you would have driven it or maybe you are driving it currently. Anyone from amongst you is using a two-wheeler or four-wheeler which is electric? Anyone? Okay, so we have one or two. So from this year, I'm getting one hand up. Perfect. So we work in different aspects of electrified transportation. One of the major area in which we work is charging infrastructure. You might have read or heard those news that, somewhere they were charging their scooter and it caught fire. एक कार जा रही है और मालूम चला कि वो बीच में वो चलना शुरू हो गया. Ola, for the case of Ola, you might have seen that a lot. So one of the issue was charging infrastructure. So in 2015, when this field was quite new, Government of India initiated a mission. It was a mission by the name of FAME. And they wanted people from different places to come up and start working in this field. Before that, and even up till now, you might have seen in the recent news कि वो एक BMS आ गया और किसी का ई रिक्शा बंद कर दिया. देखा वो न्यूज? वो स्कूटर पे जा रहे हैं और उनका BMS से बंद कर दिया. And that is a very big issue. Think about it. कि government of India acquired vehicles, electric vehicles. It's written there, made in India, but inside there are components which are coming from some of the neighboring countries. They are taking care of some critical mission. They are moving. And in between, someone stopped them. And that's a big challenge. And it's a big no-no. Right? Big issue. It can create big disaster. So for that, Government of India, they wanted that we make indigenous charging infrastructure, starting from cell all the way till battery management system. It should be made in India. For that, they established 5 centers in India. One in IIT Madras for motors, one in IIT Kharagpur, one in IIT Bombay, and one of that center was established here at AMU by this name of Garrett, and they funded this center with around 7 crores. The whole idea was that we want to establish our indigenous charging infrastructure. So we do work on different kind of charging infrastructures. We make different kind of chargers. Our most recent charger which we built was wireless charger. So like you have wireless charger for your phone. Anyone using it? Wireless charger for phone? कोई भी इस्तेमाल करता है? ठीक. आपके फोन की बैटरी कितने AH की होगी? 6000 AH नहीं, mAh. ठीक है. So the charger we made, we can transfer 3 kilowatts of power wirelessly. 3 kilowatts of power you can transfer wirelessly with that. And the student who was working on that charger, mid project he got selected with Ashok Leyland. So now Ashok Leyland, he is working on that project and they are supplying electric buses to Bombay Municipal Corporation. So that student who was working on this charging infrastructure project on the wireless charger. Another student who graduated with us, currently he is working with Tesla at USA. I will try if he will come and he will speak to you. One more recently student who passed out. So how it works at CARET? So you might be working in different departments. You are studying at different departments. Let's say you are in computer engineering or mechanical engineering or automobile engineering. We don't have courses in CARET. What we provide are different experimental and software facilities over there. So students, after their classes, sometimes they come and work over there. They work on different projects. The other big thing which we have is summer internships. So students, they start working from mid-semester and they continue it in their summer vacations also. So they work for 4-6 months and they get experience also. And you are quite sought after in India if you have this skill in the field of electric transportation, especially if you are working in the field of charging infrastructure. Let's say you are making your BMS, you can make your batteries. So there is a big scope for that. Very recently, just last year, from past 2 years, our principal, he started, for the final year BTech projects, there is an exhibition. And those who excel in it, they get prizes also. So one of the project who got podium place, they made a battery thermal management system. So that was one of the projects from automobile engineering. And they got a podium place among so many projects which were presented here. So there is a big, what I would say, scope if you want to work in this field. It doesn't matter from which sphere you are coming, from which branch you are coming. I even had a group in which there was one student from computer engineering, one student from electrical engineering, 2 from mechanical engineering, and 1 from electronics engineering. So it was an interdisciplinary group. And they were working on a project that, let's say, whenever you have wireless chargers, so a charger is there, your car comes, and let's say if a dog comes and sits over there, what would happen then? So things like that. So we have lots of projects on which we are working. We are actively looking for students who want to work in different projects. For example, few of the open projects right now with us are, let's say, for autonomous vehicle. So students from computer engineering, we are looking for them. If they can work in computer vision, so we have a driving simulator with us. It's a complete driving simulator with the gears and with the pedals and everything. And putting camera on it, using computer vision, can you give signals using motors to your steering wheel and to your pedal and to your accelerator and brake? So a project like that. We have different okay, so just to give you an idea, this center was the first one through which industrial MOUs were done. And some of the MOUs which were done in the past, they were with Mahindra and Mahindra, Hero Electric, to name the big ones. and India Smart Grid Forum. Due to the work of the students, it's students like you who work, and because of their work, two industries, two startups came into existence from here in this field. And we also got an award, which was a joint award given by 5 ministries, and that was for Smart Incubator of the Year, and we got it in 2019. So these are few of the things which we got. These are the different labs. You would get some idea about what kind of work which we are doing. So we have a smart microgrid lab, and then we have the state-of-the-art lab is this one, the one at number 3, EV, hardware in the loop lab. So what you do is, let's say you want to design something. There are 2 ways to go for it. Either you do everything in software and you say, see, I have designed this. This is my product. You go to an industry, you show your product, but then they can say, see, it's on computer. It's not reality. I don't know how it would behave in real life. The other way is that you build everything in the physical world, but then it is very costly. SpaceX का एक रॉकेट उन्होंने फ्लाई किया, नहीं आ पाया, तो Elon Musk can take care of that expense. We can't. We can't take care of that expense. No, इस पे ताली नहीं बनती है. इस पे नहीं बनती है. So what we do, we have this facility, hardware in the loop lab, and what we do here, we do something in between. We do something in between. Some part is in the hardware portion, and some part, the controller portion, you make in a software. And then you combine these two, and this is middle of the way path, and this is something which industries are using currently. So this setup in itself, it costs us around, it's been now 4 years old, and it costs us around 1.2 crores. So it's state of the art right now. There are many other setups which we have. There is no time with us to show all of that right now, but I would invite any one of you who is interested. You can just email us. You can get all of our contact details from this website. You can email us, and we can arrange a tour for you. Definitely, maybe it won't be possible for us to arrange it, for all of you individually. What we would do, we would club you in a group, and if any one of you is interested, then we can arrange a tour where you can go physically and see what are the different facilities with that you have. Perfect. So with this, I would like to leave you, and I look forward to seeing you in future. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for such an insightful address. Moving to our next session, the library is the heart of every academic institution, providing students with the resources they need to learn, explore, and excel. We now invite Mr. Stephen Counselor from the Department of Chemical Engineering to speak on the College Library and Program Facility.
Good morning to every one of you. On behalf of entire engineering college and entire ABU committee, I welcome you all in this campus. मेरा काम बड़ा मुश्किल है आज के दौर में, क्योंकि सबसे ज़्यादा परेशानी लोगों को लाइब्रेरी से होती है और बुक पढ़ने से होती है। इशू ये नहीं है कि कॉलेज कोई लाइब्रेरी है या नहीं, लाइब्रेरी में क्या फैसिलिटीज हैं या नहीं है. Sooner or later when you join the college, you'll come to know what facilities are available. मेन इशू आज के इस दौर में इंस्टाग्राम ये है कि आपको पढ़ने के लिए कैसे फोर्स किया जाए, आप किताबें कैसे पढ़ें. ये भी इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है कि किताबें हैं या नहीं, किताबें मिल जाती हैं, हम पढ़ते नहीं, रीडिंग हैबिट नहीं. अगर आप तारीख में जाएं तो दुनिया का कोई भी सिविलाइज और डेवलप्ड नेशन ऐसा नहीं है जिसके यहाँ लाइब्रेरी का कल्चर ना हो. आप टीवी डिबेट देखते होंगे तो जो लोग बैठे रहते हैं, हर बड़ा स्कॉलर उसके पीछे पूरी शेल्फ नजर आती किताबों से भरी हुई. तो अपने को पढ़ा लिखा दिखाने के लिए भी लोग लाइब्रेरी बनाते हैं. कितना पढ़ते हैं ये वो जानते हैं बेहतर है, और ये हिस्ट्री का पार्ट है. तो कॉलेज लाइब्रेरी करके मैं चाहूँगा आप अपने आप को प्रोजेक्ट करके पढ़े लिखे हैं, अपनी एक लाइब्रेरी बना लें. ठीक है, डिजिटल लाइब्रेरी की सहूलत है नो डाउट, लेकिन जो हार्ड कॉपी है उसका अपना एक अलग टेस्ट होगा पढ़ने. और लाइब्रेरी डजंट मीन कि आप सिर्फ कोर्स की किताबें रखें. बुक्स एक विजन आपका डेवलप होना चाहिए. इट इज ओनली पॉसिबल व्हेन यू विल स्टडी लिटरेचर, रिलीजन, philosophy and other subjects of humanities and social science in addition to your own subject. देखिए आइंस्टाइन का बहुत फेमस कोट है, द ओनली थिंग दैट यू एब्सोल्युटली हैव टू नो इज द लोकेशन ऑफ द लाइब्रेरी. तो ये आपके लिए इशू नहीं है, आप उतरेंगे नीचे लाइब्रेरी आपको नजर आ जाएगी ना. और जो मैंने पहले कहा था कि दे आर बैकबोन ऑफ एनी डेवलप्ड नेशन, आप देख लीजिए हिस्ट्री का पार्ट है, ये कोई नई चीज नहीं है. इसी वजह से अगर आपने देखा होगा तारीख में कि जो बड़ी जंगें हुई हैं तो जो जीतने वाली फौज रहती थी वो दूसरे मुल्क की फौज लाइब्रेरी को और हिस्टोरिकल रिलेशनशिप को पहले खत्म करने की कोशिश करती थी. बड़े बड़े मुल्कों में, चाहे वो मिस्र हो, यहाँ पे हमारे नालंदा हो या पाटलिपुत्र हो या इवन ग्रीस हो, हर जगह लाइब्रेरीज को लोगों ने पहले तबाह किया जलाया है. तो उससे उनका पास का रिश्ता बिल्कुल टूट जाता है ना. और यही वजह है कि डॉक्टर सर राधा कृष्णन ने जो बात कही है कि किताबें ही वो जरिया है, वो मीडियम है जिनके जरिए वी नो अबाउट डिफरेंट सिविलाइजेशन एंड दे एक्ट एज ए ब्रिज बिटवीन डिफरेंट सिविलाइजेशन. हम इंडिया में हैं, अरब कल्चर क्या है, चाइनीज कल्चर क्या है, ईरानियन कल्चर क्या है, रशियन कल्चर क्या है, जर्मन कल्चर क्या है. दिस वी कैन नो एंड अंडरस्टैंड विदाउट गोइंग टू दोज कंट्रीज ओनली थ्रू दीज बुक्स. तो इनकी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस है, बहुत ज़्यादा रिलेवेंस है, और आप उस इंपॉर्टेंस को समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. मेक ए हैबिट कि आप किताबें पढ़ें. ठीक है, ये नहीं कि मोबाइल पे खोल के पढ़ लिया. हार्ड कॉपी लीजिए, उसको पढ़िए, अंडरलाइन कीजिए. जितना आप पढ़ेंगे उतनी आपकी का कम्युनिकेशन भी अच्छा होगा. ठीक है, एक ही चीज को लिखने के लिए, उसको कम्युनिकेट करने के लिए डिफरेंट अल्टरनेट वर्ड्स, उसको हिंदी में पर्याय आती है और उर्दू में हम माने और सिनोनिम्स वाले लफ्ज इस्तेमाल करते हैं, वो आपको मिलेंगे. ठीक है, तो इसको समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. और इसकी मैं बार बार ये कहूँगा, किताबें मिल जाएंगी आपको, लेकिन किताबें ले जाके रूम पर रख मत दीजिएगा, उसको पढ़िएगा. एक बुक हम इशू करेंगे और उसी सब्जेक्ट की कई बुक्स लाइब्रेरी में अवेलेबल होंगी जो आप साथ में पढ़ने की कोशिश कीजिएगा. उसी बुक में कोई चीज़ अच्छी एक्सप्लेन की हुई होगी, किसी बुक में कोई चीज़ अच्छी एक्सप्लेन की होगी. तो यहाँ पे लाइब्रेरी, मैं अभी उसकी ब्रीफ इसलिए बता दूंगा आपको. From the day when college was established in 1935, library भी साथ में establish हुई थी with only 300 books. But at this time, library has more than 1 lakh books. Of different subjects. We have 3 fully air-conditioned reading rooms, which can cater the need of 300 students at a time. जो हम बैठ कर पढ़ सकते हैं. ठीक है, ये बुक्स जो ई-रिसोर्सेज हैं उससे हटकर ये प्रिंट कॉपीज हैं बुक्स की, आपको डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स मिल जाएंगे. लाइब्रेरी हैज 2 कंपोनेंट, 2 पार्ट्स. वन इज लाइब्रेरी व्हिच हैज रीडिंग रूम सेक्शंस, periodical sections, and other is book bank. Zhcet College of Engineering Technology is the only college technical institution in the country which has this facility of book bank. स्टूडेंट्स को 15% क्लास पे पूरे सेमेस्टर के लिए हम किताब इशू कर देते हैं. ठीक है, राधा पूरे. अब ये एट द टाइम ऑफ एडमिशन आपके पैसे ले लिए जाते हैं. आप किताब ले रहे हैं, हमारा कोई नुकसान नहीं, नुकसान आपका है क्योंकि पैसे आप पे कर चुके हैं एडमिशन के टाइम में. तो आपका फायदा भी इसी में है कि आप किताबें इशू करा लें, अपने पास रखें और उसे पढ़ें। जब आपने पैसे दे दिए पढ़ने में कुछ जरूरत है। हाँ, अगर आप सब कहते हैं कि पैसे जमा कीजिए फिर किताब ले लीजिए तो किताब हो जाए, तो हमने सोचा कि आप ही क्यों आज के दौर में स्मार्ट रहें, हम भी थोड़ा सा स्मार्ट हो जाए, तो हमने एडमिशन के टाइम भी पैसे आप दे दिए कि आप, ये एक तरीका है आपको फोर्स करने का, कम से कम आप किताब ले जाएंगे। जब ले जाएंगे तो हो सकता है किसी किताब को कभी कभी उठा के देख भी लें, कुछ पढ़ भी लेंगे ना। तो ये आप देखिए, डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम साहब ने भी यही बात कही है। कहा भी जाता है कि किताबों को अपना दोस्त बनाओ। वन बेस्ट बुक इज इक्वल टू 100 गुड फ्रेंड्स, नॉट वन फ्रेंड। वन बेस्ट बुक इज इक्वल टू 100 फ्रेंड्स एंड वन गुड फ्रेंड इज इक्वल टू लाइब्रेरी। तो आप एक अच्छा दोस्त बना लीजिए, समझिए लाइब्रेरी आपके साथ है। इसका भी बड़ा रोल है आपके एकेडमिक लाइफ में कि किस तरह के लोग आपके साथ हैं। अगर वो पढ़ते हैं तो आप भी मजबूर में पढ़ने के लिए, वो घूमने पे और ढाबे पे बैठने के ज्यादा शौकीन है तो आपको भी वही आदत पड़ जाएगी। ठीक है, तो अपने दोस्तों के सिलेक्शन में भी बहुत कॉन्शियस रहना चाहिए कि किस तरह के लोगों को हमने अपना फ्रेंड बनाया है। इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे लोगों के बड़े बड़े कोट मिलेंगे जो लाइब्रेरी की इंपॉर्टेंस पे और बुक्स की इंपॉर्टेंस पे लोगों ने कहे हैं। बड़े बड़े फिलासफर्स हैं, बड़े बड़े स्कॉलर्स हैं इन्होंने। और देखिए, ये जो मैं लाइब्रेरी में पढ़ने की बात कर रहा था, आपको पता होगा इसी वजह से हर शहर में पब्लिक लाइब्रेरी का कंसेप्ट रहा है। अलीगढ़ में भी मालवी पुस्तकालय है, कटपुले के नीचे उतरे हैं जो लोग अलीगढ़ में रहे हैं, 1 साल हो गया जाते होंगे। तो जो गो टू सिटी तो रास्ते में फ्लाईओवर टाइप को छोटा सा पुल को कटपुरा कहते हैं, उसके बैकग्राउंड में किसी जमाने में लकड़ी हुआ करता था, उससे उतरते ही वहाँ पे एक लाइब्रेरी है, सेंट्रल लाइब्रेरी, पब्लिक लाइब्रेरी ऑफ अलीगढ़, नोन एज मालवी पुस्तकालय, देने पर मदन मोहन मालवीय। तो वहाँ भी जो शहर के लोग हैं उस टाइप के, जो कॉलेज उस टाइप के, उन लोग अपने सभी किताबें वहाँ रख सकते हैं और उसका फायदा उठाने की कोशिश करते हैं। जो पब्लिक लाइब्रेरी होती है उसमें सब्जेक्ट से हटकर भी बहुत सारी चीजें रहती हैं। स्टेट बजट होता है, नेशनल बजट होता है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट सारी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है। तो सब चीजें आपको एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशन की लाइब्रेरी में नहीं मिलेंगी। यू विल गेट दोज थिंग्स तो कॉलेज सॉरी पब्लिक लाइब्रेरीज अवेलेबल इन द सिटी, तो वो भी आप उसका फायदा उठा सकते हैं। योर कॉलेज है library which was established in 1935 just with the establishment of the engineering college, and it is one of the biggest library of the campus. After Maulana Azad library, the main library, central library. उसके बाद कॉलेज यहाँ भी है 5-6 कॉलेजेस, मेडिकल कॉलेज, डेंटल कॉलेज, यूनानी कॉलेज एंड इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज। इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज की लाइब्रेरी में सबसे बड़ी लाइब्रेरी। मैंने इसे आपको बताया कि टेस्ट 2 सेक्शन, one is your library section which has reading room, theoretical sections, and e-resources section, and another is your program facility. It has 3 air conditions reading rooms, and total UG, PG and research scholars along with the faculty member which is almost around more than 200, ये आपकी जरूरत वाली लाइब्रेरी पूरी करती है। यहाँ से बुक्स आपको अंडर ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट्स को तो आपको एक सेमेस्टर के लिए बुक्स इशू होती हैं for all the courses which you are studying in that semester। ठीक है, उसके रूल्स हैं कि एग्जाम खत्म होने के 10 दिन बाद आप रिटर्न कर दें उसको, वरना फाइन लगता है, तो बुक खो जाती है, रिप्लेसमेंट हो जाता है। इसके अलावा रीडिंग रूम सेक्शन में आपके आई कार्ड पर आपको बुक्स दी जा रही है जो आप कहीं पढ़ सकते हो, वहाँ पर दी जा सकते हैं। सिमिलरली बुक्स आर इशूड टू एवरी स्टूडेंट आल्सो, टीचर्स आल्सो ऑन देयर कार्ड। ठीक है, लाइब्रेरी हैज सर्टेन रूल्स आल्सो कि डिसिप्लिन कैसे मेंटेन करें, तो ये आपको टाइम टू टाइम पता चलता रहेगा जब आप पढ़ाएंगे। It has 12 dedicated terminals for accessing e-resources. We will try to enhance this, इसको बढ़ाएं कोशिश करेंगे, टाइम के साथ और बढ़ जाएगा। ठीक है, और आप अपना भी सिस्टम ला सकते हैं, लैपटॉप वगैरह वहाँ यूज कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की स्कीम के तहत जर्नल्स की हार्ड कॉपी खरीदी जाती है, प्रिंट कॉपी। नाउ दे आर अवेलेबल वन नेशन वन सब्सक्रिप्शन के थ्रू। मोर देन 30 पब्लिशर्स के जो इंपॉर्टेंट पब्लिशर्स हैं उनके जर्नल्स ऑनलाइन एक्सेस आपको अवेलेबल है। ये कुछ नाम जर्नल्स के दिए हुए इंपॉर्टेंट डेटा बेसेस हैं, ये सोर्सेज के, ये ये कुछ फैसिलिटीज में कुछ चीजें और जुड़ी हैं। ठीक है, फॉर योर सेफ्टी एंड फॉर द सेफ्टी ऑफ लाइब्रेरी बुक्स वी हैव फायर अलार्म सिस्टम आल्सो। देयर आर नंबर ऑफ फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर्स इन केस खुदा न करे कोई बात हो जाए तो फौरन फायर के प्रोटेक्शन का इंतजार किया गया इसके बाद, ठीक है। We have software namely NPTEL audio video lectures online, you can access that. ये बुक बैंक की हिस्ट्री भी लिख लीजिए, मैंने आपको बता दिया है। इट रन्स बेसिकली ऑन नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस बेसिस। 5 साल के बाद हम किताबें रिप्लेस करते हैं, जो किताबें खरीदी जाती हैं 15% चार्ज पर आपको किताबें दे दी जाती हैं 1 साल के लिए। और जो मेन कोर्सेज हैं, टेक्स्ट बुक हैं, उसके लिए आपको कोर्सेज के लिए 2 बुक्स मैक्सिमम डिपेंडिंग ऑन द रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट वो इशू होती है। और अगर कोई इलेक्टिव कोर्स पढ़ना है जैसे फाइनल ईयर थर्ड ईयर वगैरह, तो उस कोर्स में स्टूडेंट्स कम होते हैं तो 1 बुक नॉर्मली रेकमेंड की जाती है। ये मेंबरशिप कंपलसरी है इन द सेंस कि अब आपको मेंबरशिप कार्ड वगैरह भरने की जरूरत नहीं, फॉर्म भरवा लेते हो क्योंकि पैसे जो है ऑलरेडी पेड एट द टाइम ऑफ योर एडमिशन। तो अब आपकी मैं फिर कहूँगा कि अक्लमंदी इसी में ये किताबें इशू करा लें, और कोई कमी हो तो बताइए, दूर करने की कोशिश की जाएगी ना। अगर टेक्स्ट बुक जो रिकमेंडेड है उसके अलावा कोई बुक चाहिए आपको, इफ लाइब्रेरी हैज दैट यू कैन गेट दोज बुक्स आल्सो बाय पेइंग 15% पास अप, ठीक है। कोई 200-300 रुपए की बुक थी तो आप 30 रुपए जमा कर दीजिए, गेट द बुक रहता है, ठीक है। ये वेबसाइट है लाइब्रेरी की, हिंदी का लाइब्रेरी। रूल्स हैं, ये टाइम टू टाइम आपको पता चलेगा लाइब्रेरी में डिस्प्ले है, ये इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है। ये वी हैव असिस्टेंट लाइब्रेरियन शाजिया खान, ये अवेलेबल रहती है, आप कभी भी इससे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। मैं तो कभी कभी काली लाइब्रेरी मिलूंगा, मैं केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग डिपार्टमेंट में हूँ, आप वहाँ मुझसे मिल सकते हैं कभी भी पड़े। प्रिंसिपल साहब हैं, लाइब्रेरी बेसिकली प्रिंसिपल साहब के कंट्रोल में ही रहती है। मैं इनकी मदद के लिए मुझे मदद दिया है, तो मैं इनकी मदद करता रहता हूँ इस मामले में। लाइब्रेरी का पूरा स्टाफ है वहाँ पे जो रहता है आपकी हेल्प के लिए, आपकी गाइडेंस के लिए, यू कैन टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम। देखिए बहुत पहले जब हम स्कूल में पढ़ते थे ना, तो उर्दू का बहुत मशहूर शेर है, कपलेट है, शायद लाइब्रेरी की अहमियत और किताबों की अहमियत सुनने के बाद अगर आपको समझ में आ जाए तो वो शेर बेहतर तर्जमानी करेगा कि हमारा और लाइब्रेरी का और किताबों का क्या रिश्ता होना चाहिए। हमें दुनिया से क्या मतलब, हमें दुनिया से क्या मतलब, कॉलेज होगा वतन होगा, मरेंगे हम किताबों पर, वर्क होगा कफन होगा।
Thank you, sir, for the encouraging and inspiring words and making our students aware of the excellent library and program facilities available to them. Now, dear students, if you have any queries or any feedback that you wish to give, you can just raise your hand. We will give you the opportunity to ask away your query. Or if there's any suggestions, that will also be most welcome.
My dear students, this is the third day of induction program. Many lectures we have heard. You came to know about different facilities, different aspects, different areas, many things related to the college, what we have discussed so far. I would like to know something from you that till now, something which has cropped up in your mind, or what your feelings are what information you have gathered till now. Let us have some sort of interaction so that we can move further, we can try to incorporate your suggestions accordingly. House is open to you.
Yes, sir. Action.
One thing I would like to say to you that in my lecture as well, I have said to you that engineering is nothing but thinking. And when you are thinking, of course, you are going to have some new ideas, new techniques for the betterment of the society. Things are evolving. Things which we are expecting or have confidence that this thing is going to be the best for us in future, that may not be very good after a certain period. Two examples I am going to give you. First thing, when we switched over to hydrocarbon fuel from the previous alternative. Please remember what was the previous alternative? When we were having horses to move on. आप लोगों ने तो देखे नहीं होंगे, पहले आगे हुआ करते थे और पहले लोग horses पे सफर किया करते थे. When we move to this hydrocarbon fuel, उसके लिए एक पहला आर्गुमेंट किया है कि साहब इससे पोल्यूशन बहुत, इससे प्रोसेस से not हाइड्रोकार्बन, जो बात आज से कोई बता इस वक्त आपको बता दूं, क्योंकि इस वक्त यू नो कि हाइड्रोकार्बन के क्या क्या नेगेटिव्स हैं. When स्टार्ट हुआ था ये एवरीबॉडी वाज अनअवेयर, क्या क्या सब थोड़े से आपका पोल्यूशन होता है. फर्स्ट थिंग इट वाज गिवन, it was the noise pollution. इतना noise होता है जब सड़क पे चलता है, इतनी खट आवाज होती है कि everybody is crushed. ठीक, everybody accepted. और हम लोग ने तो देखा है और यहाँ पे दोस्त को वो बार नदीगढ़ होकर देखते होंगे, पहले मेरे पास में स्कूल है और पढ़ने से सब मैंने बच्चे जाते थे तो देवर यूजिंग को आगे से जाते थे वो बहुत टक 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 सुबह जाते तो हम लोग भी यहाँ किया करते थे. ये बात उसकी विश्वास. और सेकंड चीज थी गंदगी, उसकी वजह से भी सड़कें गंदी होती थी. हाँ ये ठीक है, नाउ हाइड्रोकार्बन फ्यूल इज वेरी गुड, तेज भी चल रहे हैं और पोल्यूशन भी नहीं है, नॉइस पोल्यूशन इतना नहीं है. आप तो उसमें भी लेकिन जो चीज अपने को अच्छी लगने लगती है ना उससे सारी कमियां कितनी भी बुराई कोई बताए तो समझ में ही नहीं. और ये पर्टिकुलरली आप लोग की एज के लिए वैलिड है. किसी अगर आपकी किसी अच्छे दोस्त से दोस्ती है तो उसकी सारी बुराइयां आपको पता नहीं चलेगी. अच्छे दोस्तों के पास दोस्त आपको बहुत अच्छा है, कोई बुराई आपको पता नहीं चलेगी तो बहुत खुश होंगे. आप लोग पता चलता है इसमें ये भी है तो अपने को बुराई तो और इतना पैसे जो टाइम आप देख रहे हैं इस पोल्यूशन की वजह से तमाम चीजें मेनी स्टडीज है बीइंग कैरिड आउट. और अभी थोड़ा सा ओजोन लेयर डिप्लीशन भी है, ग्रीन हाउस इफेक्ट भी है और प्लाज्मा भी है, एक्सेट्रा. Now we have started to move on in different directions by battery set electric vehicle. Electrical vehicle के भी तो थोड़े से इफेक्ट्स पता चले। सबसे बड़ा फैक्टर क्या है? एट फैक्टर इज कि आप उसको डंप कहाँ करें? After the task, the job is over, where are you going to dump that? Or e-waste, where are you going to dump that? तो उसके लिए कौन करता है? अमेरिका वालों से तो आप कहेंगे नहीं कि आप यू डंप आवर e-waste आवर बैटरीज एट कैलिफोर्निया, आपको मार मारने की जरूरत है। नमस्कार का एक शेर जैसे हिस्सा है जुर्म से एक की सजा पाने के बाद मुश्किल और थोड़ा मुश्किल से समझना है कि हमारा अगर आप कमजोर हैं आपके साथ मौत है। दिस इज वेरी वेरी रेलेवेंट इन टुडेज। अगर आप कमजोर हैं, यू डोंट हैव एनी फेस, then what's going to be there? Nobody is going to recognize you. You have to be strong enough. So, I will complete this my discussion with our model speaker herself, and she is going to tell you a lot of things. She is a wonderful speaker, going to tell you a lot of things related to your career, and you will enjoy. Thank you.
Now moving ahead, our next speaker is Professor Vibha Sharma Ma'am from the Department of English at Induction University. She is the member in charge of the University's Public Relations Office and the recipient of the prestigious National Teacher Award. An accomplished academic, researcher, mentor, and theatre practitioner, Professor Sharma has made significant contribution to English language teaching, translation studies, and cultural studies. Ma'am, we are privileged to have you with us and request you to kindly address the gathering on student council. Okay. Very good morning to all of you. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Aligarh Muslim University. You are all new entrants. How many of you are from outside Aligarh? Can you raise your hands? Most of you. How many of you are not from Uttar Pradesh? Okay, thank you. So, a little bit of things that I want to tell you about myself so that you know why I'm inspired. I teach in the Department of English and I've completed almost 25 years of teaching. English as such is not something that engineering students need to know about. So I'm not going to talk to you about English or communication skills or things like that. Now the next question is, correct me, I'm here to learn also. Are you all Gen Z? Can you raise your hand if you are? So those who are not raising their hands are Gen Alpha. No, Alpha cannot be in engineering college right now. So most of you are Gen Z. Yes. So you all are. Some of you are not raising your hands. Are you ashamed of being Gen Z? I don't think we should be. So there is so much to learn from Gen Z. That is why I actually talked about this. So you see that you have taken admission in an institution. The title of this institution is Zhcet College of Engineering and Technology. It doesn't stop here. There is a comma, and after that is Aligarh Muslim University. So you have not entered a college, you have entered a university. And there is a big difference between these two things. I tell the same thing to medical students also. That this is not just Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College and Hospital, it is Aligarh Muslim University. What difference does it make to have the name of Aligarh Muslim University in the address of your institution? A university is made up of various institutions. There is a medical college, there is an engineering college, there is a faculty of arts, there is faculty of sciences, life sciences, social sciences, commerce, management, and thousands of students live on the campus. Most of you all will live in one hostel. It's like, according to the subjects, hostels are allotted. But you will see that every now and then you will find people from different hostels visiting you. So, Aligarh Muslim University means to interact with diversity. It is the second name of a central university, diversity. Diverse courses, diverse people, cultural diversity, ideological diversity, behavioral diversity, career-oriented diversity is also different, academic diversity, visionary diversity. At every level you will find that people are different and you will make friends with them, you will coexist with them, you will work with them. So the first thing that I must say, that if you want to make the best use of these 4 years on this campus, promise with yourself that you will not stay confined to this college. Because you are not part of a college only, you are part of a university. You have to keep interacting with everyone. There are so many different things that you can adopt, participate to know this campus. Like there is a cultural education center. I happen to be part of cultural education center also. Cultural education center is a beautiful concept. National education policy has come now in 2020, which is talking of learners' autonomy, open-ended learning, and holistic development. But our founding principles of this university comprise these things already. 1950s or the decade in which Cultural Education Center, which was then called as General Education Center, it was created, conceptualized. The beautiful campus of Cultural Education Center is designed by one of the greatest architects of 20th century, the one who has designed India Habitat Center in Delhi. What is Cultural Education Center? It is an open-ended learning. You just go there, there is no teacher, there is no curriculum, you join any of the clubs, and you just spend some time there in the evening. You learn from your peers, you learn from your friends, you learn from your juniors and seniors, you learn together. You decide if it is student run body for the students, by the students. So these concepts are coming now, but in 1950s we already had it, and this is old enough. There are 11 clubs, drama club, music, there are 4 music clubs, Western music club, fusion music club, debate club, Hindustani music club, there classical music, environmental club, eco club is there, hobbies workshop is there, film club is there, fine arts club is there. Whatever interest you have, you can join. Then, of course, you are engineering college students, you have various things in your own campus, in your own college also. Now, having talked about university a little bit, now I come back to a very basic question, which is a very cliche question, which is asked very, normally. After 4 years, what do you want to be? You see that in an Indian household, a middle class household, the general life cycle of a dream is this. I'm talking of a life cycle of a dream. Parents dream that they will give good education to their child, good school, good university, and good jobs. They don't stop there, of course. They think of good marriage, good grandchildren, and then of course it goes on. But there is another thing, I look at it in a different perspective. If you are living in a village, the dream of your family is, or maybe your dream is to go to a city. If you are in a city, your dream is to go to a metropolitan city. If you are in a metropolitan city, your dream is to go to a foreign country. If you are in a foreign country, your dream is to go to Silicon Valley. Am I right or wrong? But don't you think this is very linear? This is very linear. There are no digressions, there are no dimensions. Can a human dream, or should a human dream, be only one dimensional? क्या इंसान जो ख्वाब देखता है वो सिर्फ एक लाइन में होना चाहिए, लीनियर होना चाहिए? और क्योंकि वो लीनियर होता है इसीलिए परेशानी होती है. That is why we face problems. Your dreams should not be linear. इस linearity के according तो दुनिया में रहने लायक सिर्फ एक शहर है. तो पूरी दुनिया को वहीं चले जाना चाहिए. Can the world survive? No. Now, if you reverse this and if you create dimensions to this, you will think of something else. What I believe is, this world looks very beautiful other than the nature because of one thing, and that one thing is engineering. Look at anything in this world. If you look at roads, palaces, houses, drainage system, gardens, underwater buildings, buildings in sky, everywhere, it's engineering that has made this world beautiful. Now we need to understand that engineers एक डायरेक्शन में नहीं सोच सकते हैं. उनके पास 3D से भी ज्यादा डिजाइन होते हैं. और ऑफ कोर्स अब तो हमारे पास इस तरीके के एप्लीकेशन और टूल्स हैं कि हम बहुत सारे डायमेंशंस को डिजाइन भी कर सकते हैं. तो आप लोग जब सपने देखें, think of yourself from 4 years from now. Think of it. क्या मेरा सपना सिर्फ एक मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी में एक अच्छा पे पैकेज पाना है? Or do I have something else to achieve? You see that if you are targeting only a pay package, then I must admit with some, I'm unhappy to admit it, but then उस सपने के according engineering field is a squeezing field. It is a shrinking field because of AI. I'm sure many of your teachers would have spoken about it. It is a squeezing field because of AI. But if we dream it in a human manner, then AI cannot replace your profession. If you think like a technocrat, then AI can beat you. But if you think like a human being, AI cannot beat you. So what is required? We have to unlearn that technocratic linearity that we have been growing up on. हमें सिखाई नहीं है 2+2 4 equations. Those kind of very parochial, बहुत ही छोटा उसका जो नजरिया है, टेक्नोलॉजी का बहुत छोटा नजरिया हमने सीखा है. Think of it from different perspectives. Can technology and beauty coexist? Now the third component I would like to add, can technology, beauty and humanity coexist? The problem is that we are not focusing on humanity, we are not focusing on beauty. We are simply focusing on technology. And yes, there you have the competition with AI. But when it becomes technology plus beauty plus humanity, AI cannot compete with you. So do you have these dimensions in you? जो मैंने multiple dimensions की बात कही, आपसे कहा कि you should think like a multi-dimensional person. What is that method? The method is in every decision that you are taking in your classroom, any project that you are designing, any approach that you are taking up, you must ask a question. Does it look beautiful? Does it sound beautiful? Does it add beauty to the world? And the third question, what is its human angle? What is its contribution to humanity? The moment you have answers to these questions, you will stand away from the crowd. You will not be the part of that crowd of technocrats whose dream is to just find a good pay package in a multinational company. Believe me, if you create this difference, pay package will follow, multinational company dream will also happen, success will also happen, your parents will also be happy. I'm not saying that you have to, discard or make a sacrifice or act like some kind of social worker. No, I'm not saying that. That's why you have, those success stories, great people, whether it's Tesla, whether it's, Edison, whether it's Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or, all these people. They did not pursue complete education. They did not go to engineering colleges. What motivated them was these two components, beauty and humanity, to define their idea of technology. Their idea of technology, their dream of technology was guided by beauty and humanity. That's why they stand where they are. Their reputation stands where they are. I'm not saying they are the greatest people ever, but they have something in their CV which we really look up to. So who was the founder of Apple company? Steve Jobs. And do you know if Steve Jobs has some connection with India? What is his connection with India? Spirituality. So I will talk about this a little bit because I know some inside stories. Some of my very close family members happen to be connected to those things, those people. So I'm going to tell you something. Please listen to it carefully. It may sound a little bit boring, but I will come to the border also. That will be my last point. So recently we got to know that Steve Jobs had come to India. हमको पता चला कि Steve Jobs India आया था. He stayed in Rishikesh, and after that when he went, he started Apple company. And then Apple company became successful. So what happened in India was that everybody started running to Rishikesh. They thought that when we will go to Rishikesh, my company will also become like Apple company. यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम हुई linearity का है. Linearity is the issue. Steve Jobs did not go to Rishikesh to seek blessings from any Baba for starting a company. No. He did not go there for that. He was fed up with what he was. And he just happened to wander into Rishikesh. Fed up, failing, not finding any right direction. And he did not go to seek any Baba's blessings. Please understand this. This is a very parochial approach. Baba ने blessing दी, company चालू हो गई. ऐसे नहीं होता है. It's not like that. He went there and he happened to talk to spiritual learners, spiritual gurus. And when he talked to him, he found that he started talking to himself. He realized that I am a human being. He realized that I must think like a human being. So what did he discover in Rishikesh? He did not discover the mantra to success. I hate this term, mantra to success. There is no mantra to success. There is only tough and hard work to success. What did he discover? He discovered himself. He discovered his own ideas. He discovered his own mind. He discovered that I can dream. He found clarity. And then he just went back and started companies, started, having those startups. He had various proposals. Some of them clicked, some did not. But then he focused. His focus was better. He sounded better. He was a better dreamer. He was a better thinker. In one word, he was a better human being. It was not a puya that somebody gave him and he swallowed, and next day he was the founder of Apple company. No. He had his own struggle also, but he did not face that struggle with the same approach that he had before. He faced those struggles with a fresh approaches, and that's what came. There he was right, and then Apple company happened. Apple company is a 21st century marvel, but it has its roots in 20th century. Its journey began much earlier. It has its own struggles. And Steve Jobs was suggested to visit Rishikesh by one of his friends. So the problem with this linear mind is that linear mind thinks कि हम ये वाली पूजा करेंगे तो ये काम हो जाएगा, या हम ये चीज करेंगे तो ऐसे हो जाएगा. No. Every impact is non-linear. Your parents' blessings, आपके पेरेंट्स का जो आशीर्वाद होता है वो लीनियर नहीं होता है. हम जो प्रेयर्स करते हैं, हम दिन भर में प्रेयर्स करते हैं, हम अल्लाह से, भगवान से, ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करते हैं, दुआ करते हैं, तो लीनियर नहीं होती. It is holistic. It gives us peace of mind. It makes us better human beings. And a peaceful mind and a better human being is a good engineer as well. His dreams will make this world beautiful. His dreams will make this world inclusive. His dreams will not depend on consumerism, exclusion, capitalism. His dreams will be based on the foundation of humanity, to save humanity. So this is how you need to understand that what is different. Turnover, capital, startup, these are the vocabularies that should follow primarily your instinct. क्या आप वही हैं? मेरा नाम विभा शर्मा है. क्या मैं सिर्फ एक प्रोफेसर हूँ? No, primarily I am Vibha. My identities, my qualities are going to make me a person, a professor or a teacher. डिग्री सबके पास वही है, सब्जेक्ट सबने सेम पढ़ा है, पीएचडी भी सबने किया है, लेकिन सब अलग अलग क्यों है? So why is it that all engineers should appear same? उनका सेम केबिन, उनकी सेम जार्गन, उनका सेम लैंग्वेज, उनकी सेम सपने. अगर सपने भी सेम है तो फिर वो सपने नहीं फोटोकॉपी. If your dreams are not different, if your dreams are not unique, they are not dreams. You are simply manifesting to dream like somebody else. Oh, I also want to be Steve Jobs. Why do you want to be Steve Jobs? Why don't you simply be who you are and make your name big, inspirational? This is something very important. And जिस part में आप हैं, India, it's the land that offers you the best challenge at the level of diversity, at the level of climate, at the level of geography, at the level of engineering challenges, architectural marvels, technological challenges, so much to offer. मुझे एक कंट्री का नाम बताइए जिसके पास माउंट एवरेस्ट भी है, दो ओशंस अपने नाम पर है, बे ऑफ बंगाल एंड इंडियन ओशन, प्लेट्यूज भी हैं, डेल्टास भी हैं, डेजर्ट भी, हॉट डेजर्ट भी है, कोल्ड डेजर्ट भी है, ग्रीनेस्ट ग्रासलैंड भी है, और सबसे बड़ी नदियों की गैंजेटिक और यमुना नदी के प्लेन्स भी है. टेल मी व्हिच अदर कंट्री कैन यू गिव मी? कितनी सारी सेंचुरीज है, कितने फॉरेस्ट कवर्स है, you can just Google and find out. And of course the cultures, the languages, the problems, the tussle, the tension, ये सब तो बहुत rich चीज है. The tussle and tension is the place where you have to explore your dreams. You don't have to run away from. That's why when I said that this linear dream of village to city, city to bigger city to metropolitan to foreign and foreign to Silicon Valley is a very linear dream. This dream teaches you to hate your village, to hate your language, to hate your country, to hate your place, to hate your identity. You have to move beyond. That is why there are so many IITians, technocrats who are giving up their jobs because they are fed up. They found that they are in the wrong place. And then they started pursuing something very small, something very little. And then they found that this was their calling. Now you can ask me how to do it. How can we do all these things? This philosophy sounds very good, madam, but करें क्या? Philosophy सुनने से क्या होगा? There are few things that I suggest. जैसे मैंने अभी वर्ड यूज किया बोर्डम. Do you know that getting bored is not abnormal? It's normal. Number one. Number two, you have two things. If you are bored, you distract yourself. And the first thing that we do is we pick this up. And after 2 hours of surfing and scrolling the reels, we still are bored. So do you think that these You yourself know. Gen Z knows it better than anybody. The distraction is not the reverse of boredom. Boredom has to be faced. Boredom has to be faced. बोर्डम से अगर आप भागे तो आप जिंदगी भर भागते रहेंगे. So lectures can be boring, sitting idle can be boring, living in Aligarh can be boring because it's not Delhi. भागते रहिए, कहाँ भागेंगे? If you will reach the best city of this world, best town, best apartment, best clothes, best salary, you will be bored. There also. You cannot run away from boredom. And I'm talking about this to engineering college students because I have done a lot of teaching, and this is one of the biggest challenges that our young generation is facing. I am not a guru, I am not an expert, or I am not somebody who should preach that मैं आपसे बड़ी हूँ तो मुझे अधिकार है आपसे कुछ भी कहने का. No, I'm not earning that right because of that. I'm simply sharing some of the experiences that I have, and they will help. You can try. You can also try your own ways. तो जब भी आप बोर हो, तो कोई ऐसी चीज कीजिए जिसमें आपके हाथों का इस्तेमाल, यानी कि पेन या पेपर या आप टाइपिंग करते हैं तो वो हो. कोशिश ये कीजिए आप कंज्यूम ना करें, क्रिएट करें. There is a difference. Watching a film or a reel is a consumption. But when you are playing a keyboard, this is creation. So whenever you are bored, choose any activity, whichever interests you, to create something rather than to consume something. There are two C's, create and consume. You have to choose create. ये अगर आपने प्रैक्टिस करना शुरू किया, you will be a very talented person, you will be a dreamer, and you will never be tired. You will never be tired of this. Because आपको एक एनर्जी चाहिए इसको फेस करने के लिए. आपको तो स्क्रीन पे काम करना ही पड़ेगा. You will be using screen, you will be using lot of gadgets. It's part of your education. It's compulsory for you. I'm not saying कि screen time कम करो, ये करो, वो सब आप खुद कर सकते. You will do it eventually. That's a process that you will do it. But if you start doing this, create instead of consume, your screen time, your mind, your focus, your desire to dream and speak will be far better. So, these are certain things that I wanted to tell you. The last part that I must say is talk, speak, don't stay quiet. And how to talk, how to speak, you have various mediums. In the same Instagram, in the same YouTube, in the same world of virtual conversations, we have such lovely channels, such lovely methods where people speak and share such nice things that you get hooked up on those. And the same content is the one, उसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं जिनकी कोई जरूरत नहीं. So, engineering college students have to first of all start treating themselves as students of Aligarh University. You have to think of your 4 years journey as the journey of a human being, not a robot, not just a roll number, not just an enrollment number. You are a human being with identity, your hostel mates, your college mates, your university mates. Explore these identities and live these identities, make memories. And the next thing is that dream like a human being. I said 3 things: technology, beauty, and की मैनेज। और आपका एक फेवरेट वर्ड आजकल है, आप ब्यूटी को बोलते हैं एस्थेटिक्स, तो आप वो भी रख सकते हैं, जेंजी को बहुत पसंद है, so you can keep it like this also. And the last thing is, to fight the boredom, you must choose to create rather than to consume. These are some of the tips that I'm giving you as a person who has tried these things. You can always reach out to teachers in this university. I'm always available. You can contact me. I can help you out in anything that you want to discuss. I love to talk to students. And I'm also teaching you tomorrow. There, my topic will be different. And I will talk about the modern day systems and the values and other things. But rest assured, I'm not going to preach anything. I'm not going to say or give you rules and regulations, do's and don'ts. So let's meet tomorrow. Until then, keep thinking and let this good thing soak into you, the success that you have achieved. But this is just a beginning. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring and encouraging words. Every word of yours was so interesting that we were so engrossed in listening to you. Please give a big round of applause for the most celebrated teacher, Professor Sharma. Now moving ahead to our next session, we invite Dr. Mohammad Alish, the coordinator, Center for Food Science and Technology, to address the gathering.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to get some glances over the center. And before I start that, I would also say that I partially joined the lecture of Professor Sharma, and it was quite interesting. And as compared to that, I will be very brief because some of the points he has already addressed to you. As far as the center is concerned, some of the features I will try to explain it. The college has a center, that is the Center for Food Science and Technology. And why the food engineering and technology is important? Everybody knows what is food, और खाना तो सभी को चाहिए होता है, लेकिन whenever you need a thing at a very large scale, having the same qualities, then you require engineering and precise science. For example, अगर आपको एक कप चाय बनानी है, तो आप अच्छी चाय बना सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर आपको 1,00,000 कप चाय रोज बनानी है, so it is very difficult to maintain the same quality and nutrient value, etc. etc. So, as you can see, that without food technology, modern cities would not exist. Fresh food would rot before even reaching the supermarket. Seasonal fruits would be unavailable most of the year, and global food waste would skyrocket. It is the literal function and foundation for the modern global food security. So that is why the food engineering and technology is an important. सभी को खाना चाहिए, और जो अभी जिस हिसाब से मॉडर्न लाइफ ट्रांसफॉर्म हो रही है, आप लोग देखते होंगे कि स्विगी से ऑर्डर कर दिया या और भी डिलीवरी सर्विसेज हैं, तो वो जो खाना है वो प्रॉपर क्वालिटी का हो, इतना रखा हुआ हो, उसकी शेल्फ लाइफ इतनी होनी चाहिए. सो ऑल दीज आर शुड हैव सर्टेन न्यूट्रिएंट्स वैल्यू. तो ये कौन देते हैं? सो दैट इज कवर्ड अंडर फूड इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. For example, some of the duties that a food engineer is supposed to have, that is outsmarting spoilage, mastering texture, देखने में भी अच्छा हो, और futuristic packaging, so that ये यहाँ से अमेरिका और वाइस वर्सा दूर से दूर दराज इलाकों में वो चीज उसी हालत में पहुंच सके. दूसरा, कोई वेस्ट ना हो. अभी जैसे पिछले साल आई हैव बीन जस्ट कोऑर्डिनेटर फॉर 1 ईयर, लेकिन आप लोगों में से ही आपके सीनियर ने कुछ क्रिएटिविटी दिखाई कि जो चीकू पील होता है उसको मॉडिफाई करके दे एक्चुअली प्रिपेयर्ड बिस्किट, दैट वाज अ क्वाइट गुड टेस्ट। तो जो पील है उसको यूज कर लिया उन्होंने। So there are many other opportunities which you can, and as the professor Viva Sharma has said that creativity, तो आप लोगों के पास avenues हैं और बहुत ही लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी है, you can use it to create something which is beneficial for the society. So this is the overview of the center. It was actually a very recent development that in 2020 and 21 the center was established. The first batch was passing out in 23 and 24. This year we had the third batch pass out. The intake of the center is 25 with some additional seats reserved for you can say finance and NRI program. The center has told you that it is a very latest development. The center has 4 faculty members, 2 of which are in permanent seats, on which one is acting as an assistant professor permanent and assistant professor contractual. The rest 2 are guest teachers, and we try to get as many posts as possible. Otherwise, we have the facilities from other departments, centers available, which cater to the teaching and laboratory needs. This is the vision and mission, and it is in line with the college, university, and the NBA guidelines. You can see this on the web page of the center. Some of the facilities that the center has, it has a small library. Otherwise, you have a library from chemical engineering department as well as from petroleum studies. So these are the related fields. Some of the unit operations that we study in chemical engineering or in petroleum studies, you will find it the same is applicable in a different way in food engineering. So you have the facility of using those labs in our library. Otherwise, we have a centrally available book bank facility, which is a very very good facility. आपको वहाँ पर ज़्यादातर किताबें मिल जाएंगी। किताबें तो आपको अब वैसे भी ऑनलाइन बहुत सारी ही मिल जाएंगी। Important thing is that if you read them. Otherwise, keeping the PDF copy or the hard copy of a book, it is not going to give you knowledge. You will have to read. And then we have a computer lab, industrial visits and internships. Every year we try to organize these visits, and almost in 1 year we cater to students with these 2 things that they can go to some nearby industries. Besides this, the training and placement assistance is available in the center as well as at the central level. Some of the laboratories you can see here: food chemistry, microbiology, process engineering, unit operation and food industries, which is actually carried out in chemical engineering department, and dairy technology, bakery technology, fruits and vegetable processing, food quality control and assurance. These are some of the contributions of the teachers as well as the students. The teachers guide the students, and they are able to write some papers which are published in some reputed journals as well as in the conferences. And then this is the pre-batch data. Mostly we have a strength of around 15, in which you can see that there are 7 of them are placed off the campus, or some of them are placed inside the campus, and some go for the higher studies. These are some of the companies who have actually employed our BTech students. You can see that it is IFCO, Zydus Wellness, and Mahan, Vicious, KLA. Thank you. After ending this, just I would like to add one more thing. That as far as in all the lectures, even in the first day, as the Dean Sahab, or Crystal Sahab, or the Professor Kamil Sahab, and all your teachers or speakers who have said to you, एक तो जैसे मैडम ने अभी बताया कि बोर्डम वाली चीज बिल्कुल ये पॉसिबल है, बिकॉज ह्यूमन माइंड कैन हैव 20 minutes grasping capacity, 20 to 30 minutes. After that, that decreases. तो वो थोड़ा सा एक तो ये भी एंगल ध्यान रखें. मगर अभी आपके सामने जो चैलेंजेस हैं वो हम लोगों के सामने नहीं थे, लेकिन आपके पास उतनी फैसिलिटीज और टेक्नोलॉजी अवेलेबल है। सो ट्राई टू मेक बेस्ट आउट ऑफ दिस। तो आप कैसे कर सकते हैं, आप थोड़ा क्रिएटिव आइडिया और अच्छे मतलब जो सर्किल हो आपका वो थोड़ा प्रोग्रेसिव माइंडसेट का, मेहनत तो करनी ही पड़ेगी। एज फार एज फूड्स टेक्नोलॉजी इज कंसर्न, देखिए ये थोड़ा सा फील्स दैट फूड टेक्नोलॉजी, लेकिन ये आने वाला फील्ड है, उसकी पॉपुलेशन बहुत इंक्रीज हो रही है और आपको जो लाइफ है वो थोड़ी सी मैकेनिकल होती जा रही है। एवरीबडी नीड्स अ फूड विच इज सुटेबल टू हिम और हर। न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट भी होता है इसमें। इसके अलावा आपको दूसरी जगह पर फूड बेचना है जिसमें उसकी क्वालिटी खराब ना हो, आपको पसंद भी है और ये इकोनॉमिकली वायबल भी है। ठीक है, तो इसमें भी बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं। ठीक है, तो अगर आप बहुत अच्छा बहुत ही बढ़िया खाना बनाना जानते हैं या बहुत ही न्यूट्रिशन, तो आपको प्रेसिडेंट के खाने के लिए भेज दिया जाएगा। ये तो आपके अपने ऊपर है कि आप अपनी वैल्यू किस फील्ड में कितने कैलिबर डेवलप करो। ठीक है, एंड ट्राई टू बी सिंसियर, रेगुलर, एंड वट एवर योर टीचर टेल यू, they have the experience, very good experience. Even at this stage, I try to learn from our seniors, such as Krishna Chhabra ji, उनसे हमें भी मशवरे करने पड़ते, बहुत सी चीजें हमें भी नहीं आती तो दे गाइड अस, उनको भी कुछ लोग गाइड करते हैं। तो ऐसे ही आप लोगों को टीचर जो है दे हैव एक्सपीरियंस, यू कैन टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम एनीवन। These were some of the general points. Please keep these in mind. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. May I know if Mr. Abdul Jabbar sir is around? Now I invite Mr. Praveen Sharma to give his address on sustainable manufacturing.
Old college, where I did my last batch of 5 years of engineering, and I could see the youngsters there, and feel happy and proud that I could give something back to the youngsters and the university. I did my engineering from here, and then I opened up my own company. It's a long story, I can cut it short, but in the pre-final year, we were supposed to go for a summer training in any industry. So from here, we four boys, we went to a town in Haryana. And when we went there, we saw that the company is shut down because of some accident in the factory. And the union people, they requested the general manager of the company to give some time till the person comes into the expenses and all. And we were requested to sit in the key area of the company, and we all four were sitting there. And then we saw that in a big car, the owner of the company, the safety came in, and he started shouting at the general manager that he doesn't know this company, it's my money, what has been put in. and how dare you declare the shutdown. And at that time, we started looking at each other and just we thought that none of us has been shouted or slapped or tortured in the house. And if we do a job here and then this is the situation of the general manager, then what will happen to the young new engineers who would be coming in this industry? And that very day we all decided that enough is enough and let's think of something that we stand up on our own roots, do something which we would be proud of. So that's how I came into business. I started my business in a very small, you can say a room, and then from there, the only thing I had confirmed in my brain was I will not say any lie or any wrong thing to anyone. I will be honest with everyone. And that's how I started doing business. And since then, means in the pre-final year, I started teaching tuitions to the boys and the girls who were willing to compete in the exams and get into the career, and they wanted some help in the education. So I started teaching them and making some money. And that's how I got a very small capital to start something. And then I started it, and here I am. I have so many employees from your college. I have one engineer and one MTech from your college. I have two MBAs from this university. They are all working with us. And we say they are not our employees, they work with us. We don't employ people, we make them work with us so that we can put our efforts together and try to grow the business. So what I would say is, since you all have qualified and entered into this engineering college, this is a platform for you guys to polish yourself and become something different. And I have been to so many engineering colleges giving lectures to MBA boys and engineering boys. But honestly, I would say this is the best playground I have ever seen. So you have to be very dedicated to the education and the understanding. God has given brain to everyone. It is the polishing of your brain what takes place here. So, as a businessman, I would say that this college will bring you in the final year on the menu card of a restaurant. Then it would be your ability that how much good you are and how quickly you can serve. If you understood that, it's fine, otherwise I would elaborate. That this university will make your future bright. You will come on a menu card, you will have a tag of Dr. Hussain in college, and the people will be looking for you because you are coming from a very good institution. Then it would be your personal ability and your smartness that how quickly the company they hire you and absorb you. The people who want to get into business, our doors are open. I always invite boys from first year to final year of engineering and MBA to come to my factory and meet us, understand how work is done, how things are done to have a good future. It really depends on you right now to decide what you want to do, whether you want to do you want something or you want to study and get into some service or education line, whatever. I mean, my batchmates, Santosh Kumar is my batchmate who was next chairman of electrical engineering. Presently, Zaruddin, he is also my batchmate, who is presently the chairman of electronics. I have Farid Mahir, I have so many boys who studied with me since schooling and engineering, but even now at a very high post in the university. So it really depends. You have to take, I won't say right now, but yes, when you are in the third year, you have to take a decision which way you want to go. Industry, yes, I am into exports. So I would say if you have the depth of your knowledge what you are going to do, then you can even sell the 50 and the folders of bigger overseas. It's not that only the people who are having big factories or industry or setup can only sell things. Now, I have also sent some folders and some folders to my Britishers. So it all depends on you guys that what vision you have and what you want to do. The only thing is, whatever you do, have a depth of knowledge of that. And somebody asks you something, you should be ready with the answer. It's the same thing, what I always say when I come to Indian college. If parents of Sachin Tendulkar didn't allow him to go to the cricket bat, instead of that, he might be given a table tennis or a badminton racket. Nobody, even in Mumbai, would have known Sachin because his passion was cricket. So that was given to him, and now the world knows him. So that is how I want you guys to focus yourself, become like a Goda in a Tanga with a wider zone. You just see your route and don't deviate from that. And trust me, God has created us and He has given us a beautiful life. So everybody is there to succeed. But it is the way how you want to do things. Because if you see, if you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink, if the God has done, He has given you everything. It will be now your efforts to grab it and enjoy it. So that's all I wanted to say. Be focused in your life, especially from the pre-final year. Focus yourself, make a plan. Just don't imagine your plan. Do right and try to make small step rotations and how you will achieve your what you have targeted in your life. And if you miss out something, come back to the last step and try to do it again and try to achieve it. If you don't pen it down, it will remain like a dream. It will never be your goal which you will achieve. If you keep on dreaming like मेरी लाइफ scenario something, you won't achieve it. So you have to pen it down and you have to make a pathway, small steps how to achieve it. Right? So I again from this platform invite any one of you who is interested in how the industry works, how the CNC machines work, how the manual machines work, how the operations are done. University always bring in a bus of people to my place. Jump on people like the one I or the principals have or anyone, jump on to the bus, come over. First, they get a feel of ex-student of Zhcet or they treat you, and then you will be our guest. We'll try to give you the maximum whatever we have in the industry as a knowledge to you. I think that's it. I have some gurus sitting in front of me and I'm sitting there, so I won't stand up like this because they are sitting down. So it's a shame for me that gurus are sitting down and I'm standing here. But I'd like to welcome them and say some words to you. Thank you very much. First is our elements and the topic which he has introduced to you related to industry. Many of you may be having some ideas. As you know, that you might have seen the advertisement of Abhishek Bachchan, what an idea searching. So that idea that is going to matter. And how you are going to get this idea convert into reality, that is going to be a big challenge. And the era in which you are going, times which are coming, forget about government jobs. Rather, forget about any type of job you have. Because very grim scenarios there. Many of your seniors who are working in computer industry, when they reach to 40 years or 40 years, by some way or the other, the company tries to get rid of that. क्योंकि वो जितने पैसे उनको देंगे, in 1 month salary for a senior person, they can hire 4 to 5. So they try to just get them relieved. और ये बड़ा मुश्किल काम है. 50 साल की उम्र में number of responsibilities, pressure of society, pressure of family, respect, etc. etc. वो आपको कहीं ना कहीं छोड़ती है. Finally, people land in depression, people land in
from further ahead of this और बहुत सारी परेशानियां होने वाली हैं. So today is the time when you are going to decide that I am going to choose a path which is going to give job to many others. Whatever people have started doing, they have started becoming brokers, rather traders. सामान कहीं से लिया उससे लिया. Everybody is talking of China. लेकिन एक कॉम्पिटिटिव प्राइस पे वो प्रोडक्ट आपको दे रहे हैं. Take the example of mobile. You are getting in 2,000, 3,000 rupees, 4,000 rupees, and the same feature, same mobile. If you are going to purchase from Samsung, it is going to be 15,000, 12,000. आपको भी किसी ऐसे आइडिया के साथ अगर किसी के पास में some queries you people are having, तो you please आप शेयर कीजिए. हमारे पास इंडस्ट्री के बहुत अच्छे एक्सपर्ट मौजूद हैं. He is going to quench your thirst. Anybody, any question? तो बिल्कुल हेमोग्लोबिन जीरो हो गया क्या पहले दिन? You know hemoglobin सभी जानते हैं. It varies in the vicinity of 12 to 16. लगा है आपको 5-6 पे आ गया है 3 दिन में. You see, you are having a very long journey of 4 years. You have to study a lot here. You have to do a lot of work. किसी के पास कोई क्वेश्चन? देखिए, दो चीजें हैं. Either you work hard for these 4 years now, or enjoy the remaining 100 years of life which you are having. I hope all of you are going to live up to 120 years, 150 years, inshallah. So for 4 years you are going to work hard, and 100 years are yours. For 4 years you are sitting, sleeping, sitting down, doing etc. बाकी के 100 साल कैसे कटेंगे? क्योंकि अभी आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा. क्योंकि जब तक स्टूडेंट लाइफ में इट इज सॉर्ट ऑफ यू आर इन अ पैराडाइज. किसी चीज की परेशानी नहीं है. पहले तो हम लोग के जमाने में पेरेंट्स मनी ऑर्डर दिया करते थे और इंतजार करते थे पोस्टमैन का पहली तारीख को या हॉस्टल में रहते थे. अब तो क्लिक ऑफ द बटन यू आर गेटिंग मनी इन योर अकाउंट. यू आर गोइंग टू पैसे मिल रहे हैं, यूनिवर्सिटी में रह रहे हैं, सेफ है, किसी की नजर नहीं है, कोई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है. इससे अच्छी लाइफ क्या हो सकती. जैसे कि कल भी किसी स्पीकर ने कहा था कि ये यूनिवर्सिटी में जब आप आए 12th के बाद 12th तक तो अभी आप यू आर इन द स्कूल एंड यू आर इन द क्लोज बाउंड्री. अब आपको हर इंस्टेंट डिसाइड करना. आप अपनी लाइफ, अपने डेस्टिनी, अपने इफेक्ट्स, अपना टाइम, अपनी एक्टिविटीज, एवरीथिंग यू आर गोइंग टू डिसाइड. If you don't have any question, I will ask Dr. Usman to continue.
Thank you everyone for patiently listening and maintaining the lecture. Now it's a wrap for the day. We will meet tomorrow again and we will continue this induction program tomorrow as well. So see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. sharp. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow night with 9 a.m. we are having a very good future of engineering. Try to come on.